Hello, everyone. I'm Mike with Ophelia's Blue Vine Farm in Kansas City, Missouri, and I'm here with one of my sons, Evan Rowland, and it's been an incredible experience looking back on how long we've been farming in Kansas City, urban farming with urban agriculture in the city. And I wanted to come back here today because this is really where it all started. Right now, I'm standing in the Ivanhoe Community Garden, and we're at our original location where we first started growing vegetables and herbs and things like that. And we had the opportunity to learn from some master gardeners and some really incredible people in the community how to do what we do. Of course, now we are focused primarily on fresh herbs, but we wanted to get back to our roots when we're talking about urban farming and urban agriculture and urban soils. And so I wanted to take you back here to really talk about this particular soil and how we transform this soil almost 10 years ago from just being a vacant lot with a lot of rocks, a lot of debris and whatnot, and how it transformed into just a wonderful soil that you can grow a lot of incredible fruits and vegetables and herbs and things like that. So I'm here with Evan, and I'm going to cut to a video for many years ago that we shot in this garden. And one of the ways that we built up this soil was with zoo manure, zoo poop. And you use zoo poop as an amendment, and it's kind of like chicken manure. You have to use a little bit less of it. But let's just get into this fun video, and I can just show you, take you back in time, and then just show you one of the things that we use to transform this soil into a very healthy soil. Okay, guys, here we are in the Ivanhoe Community Garden, and I want to show you something, okay? Yeah. See this right here? Yeah. You know what that is? Don't touch it. Dirt? No, that's not dirt. That is zoo poop. Zoo poop? Yeah, that's elephant poop. And you know what? Let me show you this right here. You know what that is? That's a rock. Yes, Evan, and that came out of an elephant's butt.
That rock came out of an elephant's butt?
Yeah, see how big it is? Elephants, they like to eat big rocks. It helps their tummy when they digest their food.
That came out of an elephant's booty?
Yeah. But look, see all this? All this super rich.
Elephant's butt.
All of this super rich zoo poop is gonna make all of the vegetables grow really big and good and juicy.
Elephant's buttocks.
So what have we learned today, guys?
Spanish. Elephants. I think elephants. Booty.
Elephant? No.
Elephant booty.
No. We've learned that elephant poop is good for the garden. And even the rocks are welcome.
Elephant's butt.
Come on, let's go. Wow, wasn't that amazing? And look how big my boys have grown over the years. And that was just many years ago when we first got it starting. And this is where it was at. And we used zoo poop to have a healthy soil, and we grew some awesome stuff at this particular location. Well, thank you very much, Elijah. Can I have the tools? Today I want to talk to you about urban soils and the characteristics of an urban soil. And an urban soil is characterized by having rocks, aluminum, heavy clay. It's a really hard soil to work, and there are some specific tools that you need to even work that type of soil. I'm going to go into this video and show you my top tools for an urban environment right now. Check it out. Hey guys, it's Mike at Ophelia's Blue Vine Farm. And why am I sitting on this big pile of bricks? Find out coming up. guys, it's Mike at Ophelia's Blue Vine Farm, and today I'm going to talk about the top 3 tools for urban farming. Top tool number 1 in this urban environment where you have a very hard soil, you have compacted clay, you have brick, you have rock, you have sand, you have aluminum, might have concrete and metal. You definitely need this. A great pickaxe. This pickaxe has a lifetime guarantee, which is great because in an urban environment, you might need that. In fact, I've already broken one of these. It is a great tool for an urban environment. Tool number 2, the garden shovel, but not this plastic thing. That's not going to do anything in an urban environment. You need something strong and durable, something like this, so you can really get into the soil and make things happen. Tool number 3, the heavy-duty baby sledgehammer. I've used this to drive in T-posts and stakes in the ground. This is the ultimate urban farming tool, baby sledgehammer. There you have it, my top 3 urban farming tools. The garden shovel, the baby sledgehammer, and of course, you can't be an urban farmer without the pickaxe. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment, or you can always go to opheliasbluevine.com. I'm Mike with opheliasbluevine.com. We gotta go. See you in the next video. Okay, guys, now this is an incredible soil which has been transformed over the years. And first, let me talk about how we did that. This was plowed, tilled, and it had a whole bunch of debris that was dug out and got rid of. And then most of the weeds were killed off by laying down cardboard and putting fresh compost on top of that. And one of the big sponsors has always been Missouri Organics, and they have an incredible data-proven compost that is a fungally dominated compost. It's a great compost to use. And in my experience over the last decade, I would say that Missouri Organics has possibly the best compost in the state of Missouri, if not the entire United States. So we love them. We love what they do for the community and how they donate to the community gardens, how they offer farmers, young farmers like yourself, discounts and stuff like that. And it's a great tool. They're a great resource to have if you don't have the space and don't have the time to make your own compost, because most compost, of course, as you know, is a tedious process. It requires labor intensive, a lot of turning, a lot of a tricky balance, have to get the temperature just right to kill off all of the weed seeds and whatnot. So this garden was started by excavating all of the debris and then layering cardboard and then compost on top of that, and then we planted into it. And over the years, it's just have gotten better and better. One of the things that makes us successful, again, is starting with a weed-free area. And so getting rid of the weeds, pulling them, very important. Let me show you this particular area right now. And there's some clover. There was some clover seeded in here. This particular garden has rested for 2 years, but usually most of these urban garden spaces don't rest. But this one was shut down when COVID started, and it's had an opportunity to get a cover crop in. That cover crop was tilled in. See, the clover's still there, but just years of growing has made this a phenomenal soil. And I'm gonna go ahead and see if I could, wow, this soil even looks amazing. Let's go ahead and dig this out and look at that. Get in there close and look at that. And this is really what you want. As you can see, there's some wood particles in there, and this is a very healthy soil right here. This is a loose soil. Now this is, we got a little bit lower, we got some clay here, but this is an amazing soil. And if we get down lower, we'll see that clay. But every year that you grow into a soil, the soil just gets better. So, also here, you're rotating what you grow. So some years you may grow tomatoes here, and next year you may grow tomatoes over there. So because of different diseases, different pathogens in the soil, you never really want to grow in the same space year after year. Although it can be done. There are people who grow, who've grown garlic in patches over 100 years, and that's their thing. It's a very tricky balance. And I'm really big on rotating crops over the years. But let's get a little bit deeper in here, and we can see. Now we get down to the clay, which isn't bad, which is, great for tomatoes right there. And so now we can see below, maybe a foot, we've got clay down there. But what we like to do also is grow things that have really long tap roots, so they can really get down there into that clay. They can really break up into that soil. And this is the type of soil that you want. You want a great soil so the roots of the plants can get in there, and it should be easy to weed. I mean, and we know dandelion and its taproot. Look at that. And we got it. We got all of it out there. And so this is what you want right here. The type of soil that you want. And this is clearly a healthy soil right here. And you can tell by the color, see how it looks like almost like a forest floor, and those wood chips in there. And this is a great demonstration of how, with years of work on a soil, you can get a soil in an urban environment to just be a wonderful, loose, free draining soil that's got good structure, good water holding capacity, and grows some excellent fresh herbs and tomatoes. Now let's go to another area and look at some soil that hasn't had any work or any growing in it in an urban environment. Okay, so here we are at another spot that we're in the urban environment. This is your typical urban soil, and nothing's been done in this spot over the years. Nothing really has been grown here. Some grass, some weeds, just been mulched every year, probably over a decade. No compost has been added, no growing in this particular location. And this is typically what you're gonna get. Let's go ahead and get in there. Look at what we have here. Almost immediately, you hear that? I'm hitting something. So there's some type of debris in there already. Some rocks down there, possibly some concrete. And if I pull some of this back, I can see, right there. There's some rock or some brick in there. But see how the texture of this is different. And this is really a hard clay soil. Let's come over here, see if it's any better. And that's what you get. That's a very clay soil. And right there. And trying not to get too close, it may not be in focus, but look at that. Look at that. So with a soil like this, it is almost impossible to grow anything healthy. Possible to grow fruits and vegetables. Most plants, most trees, actually, if you planted a tree here, it would live probably 10 years. In 10 years, you would come back and you could dig it up, and its roots won't be any bigger than the day that you planted it, because it's not going to be able to do much with this. And if this was in a pot, this would clog actually the hose of the pot, and it wouldn't get any drainage. You get root rot. It's a big mess. And so this soil has to be amended, and you can do that a couple of different ways. But usually you want to bring in some good compost. You want to till that in into it, And that's one way that you can do it. We could also do a cover crop in here, maybe till this and maybe put something like a daikon radish in here and then till that in. I believe we did that one year over there. But this is a problem within itself. So we're looking at a heavy clay soil and amending a heavy clay soil, and compost, one of the best ways actually to do that. But I would say on this particular site, I would want to do a multi-species cover crop on here and let, like a daikon radish, let the roots go down very deep, maybe a foot or so, and over the winter, just leave it and let it break down and add nutrients. And then maybe you come back in the summer and till it back in. But this is not a quick, easy process, okay? This is going to take time. It's going to take thoughtful observation, and it's going to take a lot of reflection. But it could be a beautiful thing when done right. And so this is going to be your typical urban soil, other than the fact that it doesn't have glass cutting you as you're digging into it. It doesn't have aluminum. It doesn't have rocks. It doesn't have a foundation, a piece of concrete, or things like that. You know, I started my company, Ophelia's Blue Vine Farm, and named it after my grandmother, who was very successful and was very inspirational in her own right. And she really believed that one person could make a difference. She cared for other people. She believed in community service. She believed in always giving back. And those themes I brought to this company, Ophelia's Blue Vine Farm. Today, I want to leave you with this. Live a life that outlives you, because one person can truly make a difference.
Try to play it, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test, expect nothing less, you check as I'm chess, what's happening next, He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I leave an impression and take a redemption. Just kill, no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression, You could try to play it, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy.